Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing really well. If you're new here, hi, my name's Ashley and I'm mum to 12. This is a spend morning and a bit of the afternoon with me. That was me just taking my bra off the bed. I should have done that before I was filming, but there we go. So, yeah, it was quite a busy day and it has been really busy actually recently. We've had a lot going on, lots of appointments and bits doing in the house and the garden and stuff. That's a bit of chocolate on my bed from the night before, but that was a tomorrow's problem, not a today's problem. So this is a room spray that I made. It's Sol de Janeiro, like the bum cream scent. So yeah, that's just me smothering my bed in it because it's just the most beautiful smell ever. Proper summer kind of smell. This was what I was going to wear that day. Just some cheap little shorts from Shein. I think they were like £2 or something silly. I'm trying to find the label. But when it comes to me, I'm a proper tight ass when I buy myself anything. I hate to buy myself anything. And if I do, it'd be the cheapest thing I can find. This is my t-shirt that I got from Primark the other day. I think it was only £3. Obviously it's a large because I am a chunky girl. But yeah, for... It made me laugh because it took me a while to figure out what it said in there, and it's saying it's not that deep. And then my husband said, what does that mean, it's not that deep? And I just ended up saying, I don't know, maybe my vagina. So I don't know what is that saying. I've never heard it before. It's not that deep, no idea. But yeah, this is the chair. In my front room, the cushion cover has broke, but I have got new sofas on order, which I cannot wait. They're coming Monday. We do need to redo this wall because the wallpaper's ripped off. I am going to just get proper wood panelling, like floor to ceiling type one on that wall. And I'm not going to change the colour as such because there's chocolate on there, but I'm not bothering cleaning it because I'm getting a new one, so I can't be bothered to have a fight with it to wash and put back on when it's being taken to the tip anyway by the rubbish man. But yeah, I'm not gonna change the colour of the paint work because I like the colour, and we're just gonna touch it up, like little bits on the walls that have been picked out or marks that we need to cover over. But I'm still in my Spanish era at the minute, but once I've used it all, I probably won't buy it again. But this is the Acevi spray. And if I do buy it again, it'd be from supermarkets and stuff. I probably wouldn't buy it online unless it's a proper cheap offer. This is my little transition off my very lovely clean table. I'd scrubbed it, had a bit of paint on and pens because the kids have got a thing for drawing at the minute. They like to do drawing off the night time, which is fine. I am thinking about getting a new rug as well, but that's probably another day's problem. But there you go. That's Ronnie there. He's still not at school, but we're hopefully so close to having his EHCP finalised. And the school has put in for home tutoring thing due to medical grounds because he's obviously got his chromosome difficulties and his benign tumour in his brain, so the school think that he's entitled to home tutoring funded by the local authority, so they're putting for that. And just we're trying everything. We just want the best for him, and the school have seen how it's not a case of just chucking him through the door and letting the school deal with him while he's all upset and angry and stuff, because that in the long run leads to childhood trauma. And that's something I have tried my very, very hardest bringing up my kids to not cause any of that. So yeah, this is me showing you the kitchen. It was a shithole. And that's it all made up. If you're new here, I have got 10 bloody cats, which is mental. I know it's mental. I'm mental. I need a new microwave as well, but that's another tomorrow's problem. But yeah, I'm just making do, making the best of what we got. Our life is crazy and we have a lot going on, and we're all just trying our best, didn't we, at the end of the day? That's me showing you my cup of tea that I was about to sit down and make. I was about to peg that all out on the line as well. But yeah, that was the kitchen done. Sorry, I had to have a cough because my throat goes all groggy in the mornings. Yeah, that's the kitchen all clean and tidy. Relatively decent. I know I've got a lot of clutter, but there's not much I could do about that. I haven't got much cupboard space, see. I've got a bit of bird shit on the window as well, though. That needs to come off. But yeah, nice and a lot tidier, and the weather's been good. This is our little trip to the hospital. My Marley's had 2 hospital appointments. Not an X-ray. He's had 2 ultrasound scans. So was one on his heart and one on his organs. So this was our little trip to the hospital, which we didn't have to wait too long this appointment. It weren't too bad. It weren't very busy, so it was a quick in and out. But his cardiology appointment was quite much. And there's a fun fact: eating an apple is more. I can't read it. Apparently, it gives you more energy than consuming a cup of coffee does. So eat an apple, don't drink a coffee. That was my lunch. Chicken salad sandwich, pretty basic because that's what I always have if I'm buying a sandwich. And this was a bit of time in the garden. Ronnie bought a little slip and slide from Asda. So I know we should be at school and learning, but we're trying our best, and he's having fun and he's happy. And I think this would be more beneficial for him later on in life than a GCSE that nobody's ever going to ask you for of proof. But it's happy. This is my disgusting bathroom. I hadn't cleaned it for a couple of days, and when I say it's disgusting, it's absolutely disgusting. I despise this bathroom with a passion. We are in the middle of decorating it, so it needs to be painted again. It's just been like damp-proof paint, so there's just stuff everywhere. This is the kids' bathroom upstairs, basically, and I do normally do it like a couple of times a day. One a proper deep clean, one just to wipe around, because obviously I've got a lot of boys and make a lot of mess. But yeah, this is me just clearing it. It was proper grot because I hadn't done it for a few days. I had been poorly, and I know that really isn't probably much of an excuse when you're a mother, but I just couldn't be asked, to be quite honest with you, and it got done. And I have seen worse bathrooms on here. I have seen worse bathrooms, so it's just dust and some hair, and that all needs resealing around the bath. But it's not too bad, I suppose, a random swimming cap thing. But yeah, by my standards, it was grotty. And I do normally like to keep on top of it. That I remember reading a quote on Facebook many, many moons ago when I had Facebook. I don't have it now. So something about when I was a kid, we had to use a bar of soap the size of a nickel with your dad's pubes still embedded in it to wash ourselves, and not all this fancy shower gel. But it just made me laugh because that's what it was like when I was younger. It was just a bar of soap that you'd wash yourself with. But this is me splashing the Three Witches disinfectant around. If you've not smelt this, it smells just like that. Is it Jean-Paul Gaultier or whatever however you say it, aftershave? It smells really nice. Right, fresh smell, and it foams up really good as well. And I know you meant to probably put it in a bucket of water and dilute it and stuff, but desperate times calls for desperate measures. I felt this bathroom needed proper going at, and that's what it got. Also, I'm flashing you on my guts there, but we are working with what we got. My big fat face. Yeah, I'm not re-editing this out just because I don't like the look of myself. I need to get these videos out because I need the extra pennies. I had to go for mine and Poppy's eye test the other day, and like, why are glasses so bloody expensive? So, yeah, I'm not going to lie, we do need the extra pennies, and I'm trying harder to get these videos out to bring some in. You don't make much on YouTube, like, it literally is pennies, but those pennies help. So any views, shares, or, interaction with the videos, it boosts it out, and it pushes it out there more for other people to see. So the more people who view it, and the longer they view it for, builds my viewers up. It's just YouTube's way of saying, oh, there, people are enjoying this video, let's push it out to more people. So, yeah, obviously the more people who view it, the more money I earn from it. Me trying to be delicate round the side there because I didn't want to move my camera. But yeah, like I say, I don't know if I could say I hate the bathroom. I do like the bathroom because the tiles are nice and the bath's nice and the sink's nice and the toilet's all right, as well as the toilet can be. But the walls, and I really despise the floor. Like, I absolutely hate it with passion. And I'm wondering to get like proper tiled floor, but then you've got the issue with grout, and that's just an extra thing to clean, isn't it? The grout in between the tiles. So maybe I'll get a new floor, a new lino, maybe a slightly lighter one, like a lighter grey, maybe the similar colour to the tiles or something like that, and hopefully you can finish off painting the walls because the walls are needing another proper touch up. Because like I say, it was just the damp coat and the scrubbable, washable white paint. I just want it white, so it looks all fresh. But that's the bath nearly all done. It don't take too long, I suppose. I also got my results back from the geneticist people confirming that I do in fact have the chromosome duplication like my boys have, so everyone else has got to be tested. And although I knew I had it because the two boys that have been diagnosed with it both have different dads, so it was obvious that it's come from me. That's my lovely shiny bath. So it was obvious that it come from me, but it was still, I'm struggling to understand why I've taken it so hard. Like, I'm feeling all the emotions. So I've got guilt because if I'd known, I wouldn't have had my kids. So I feel guilty for not knowing. I'm angry that my parents didn't push for have these tests done on me, because obviously growing up I was just labelled a weird kid. I was weird, I was slow, I was backwards, all these things. And I know times were different. Times were different then. There weren't so much awareness and people weren't so understanding. But, it's hard, and it's been a battle of emotions of what to feel and why I'm feeling this way and why am I so, like, I knew I had it. But seeing it in black and white is different, isn't it? And I suppose I could look at it as, if I had known, then I wouldn't have had my kids and I wouldn't have the life that I've got now. And although I feel guilty that they are going to have the same struggles as what I have had and what I do on the daily, but the difference is they've got a mum and dad that are going to fight for them for the rest of their lives, making sure that they get everything that they need and that they're well looked after and cared for, and getting all the support that they are entitled to. So that's the difference. That's another way I can look at it, I guess. But yeah, that's enough being mopey and depressed. We can't change the past, we can only change the present. So this is what I use to clean my bathroom. I use the Sevi disinfectant spray, the Three Witches spray, and the anti-bac wipes just when I wipe around the toilet and stuff. I spray it all down and let everything sit on the loo, like all the sprays and stuff, and then I wipe it all with anti-bac wipes. I do need to sort that bit behind the door out, and the door does need painting again. But yeah, the bathroom looks a lot better. The bin's changed, floor's clean, that's all the rubbish I'll go out the bin. So yeah, that's a lot better. Smells beautiful in there as well, because the Spanish cleaner products do have a long-lasting scent to them, and I do think they do clean really well. And this is a little snippet of the Tesco haul that came as well that day. So it was, I say it's a top-up shop, but it came to like 150 quid, and it's just bits and bobs that I needed. Like, how can people live with the cost of stuff that is so high? It baffles me. And I know I could save money by not buying the shit, but then my kids won't have treats, and that's a whole nother debate. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you're still here, I really appreciate you, and I'll be back very soon. Bye.